Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Well. Hey, Ninja. Good seeing you. Thanks. All right, cool. Have fun. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Surprise. That thing's on there. You should still be asleep. That's because you think too much. You worry too much. That's the only reason why you don't sleep. Because you worry too damn much. You gotta go to bed with no worries. Oh, they will only- What an idiot. You don't understand why people lie. Well, I know why they lie. Because they don't know the truth. People lie for one reason, because they don't want to tell the truth. I already come to that conclusion a long time ago. I still don't understand, like you said, why do they lie? Just tell the truth, but they don't know how to do that. People like to lie just to make someone else mad or to make someone else look bad. It's a part of life. It's what they do. A liar has no proof. That's all you got to know. So if somebody lies on you, they ain't got no proof. I'm still waiting for proof for a lot of things. I ain't still ain't got none. Everybody who lies about me ain't got no proof. So where's the proof? That means it remains a lie. Simple as that. Next. Why you? Because you're a human being like everybody else, and we all get lied to and all get dealt with in that way. That's why when someone lies to you, you cut them off so you don't have to get lied to again. Simple. You can be the nicest person in the world and get lied to every day. We all get lied to. Everybody gets lied to every day by the media, by family, friends, psychics. Everything you read in the news is lies. Lies are just lies. Just gotta believe what's not and deal with what's not a lie, and that's it. It's simple. One thing I don't want to lie, and I don't need to lie. And if I lie, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, who did I lie to this about again? I don't want to remember no lies. Hell no. If I don't remember, if I don't have to remember lies, that means I'm always gonna tell the truth, and that's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? Everybody gets caught lying someday. People get caught lying every day, and this is the year where people get caught lying. There's a lot of people who got caught lying this year, and there's more coming. These last couple months, you'll see. There's a lot of people gonna get caught up. It's just a part of life. People who lie get caught. People who cheat and steal get caught. And if they don't, then eventually they're gonna get karma some way, somehow. It's coming. Hey Teresa, how you been? I'm good, thanks. Hope everything's okay with your son and you and everybody. You're pretty good, and you're gonna dye your hair. Oh, cool. You're gonna dye it purple. Your son is doing good. Okay, good. Good to hear. Glad to hear that. Blue brown. Yeah, we're talking about people who lie and stuff. But it's crazy because today I saw there's somebody I know that always crying about their life and never doing anything about it. And they mentioned something that they were, having a bad time. And instead of me laughing or saying, yeah, good, fuck you, I looked at it and said, well, you did it to yourself. That's all I said. I didn't say it to the person, but I said it to myself. I said, oh, well, you did it to yourself. What do you want me to do? Cry or, help you or laugh at you? No, you did it to yourself. You fuck around and you find out. And people who like say that they're having a hard time and they're doing this and they're doing that, they're looking for attention instead of like, what I don't understand about a lot of people is why cry every day about your life instead of doing something about it. Why are you gonna go and tell people, oh, I'm this, I'm that, things aren't going well, I'm suffering, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And all you do is stay home all day and feel sorry for yourself. Get the fuck up and do something. Change your life. Don't blame life, blame the way you live it. If I'm having a problem, I'm gonna try and solve it. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, please everybody help me. Pray for me. No, fuck that. Make yourself available for to make yourself better. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, they love attention. People like that love attention. Teresa says I always tell on myself so I don't lie. But they love attention, that's for sure. But these people are people. These this person that I'm talking about, and these people, they're the first ones crying all over the place, and then you go and say, and if you tell them, oh well, what if you do that? Oh, well, I did that and it didn't work, and I can't do that, and I can't do this. When you start hearing a person say can't, then you know that person is just not even worth talking to because you don't want to make your life better. You just want to sit there and cry and and you want somebody to say, here you go, here's $1 million, change your life. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this $1 million and go get high, and I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini. And I don't care about my life. What's gonna make my life better is if I buy things for myself. You want to take that shit and invest it in something and buy something to put over your head. You rather buy a Lamborghini and still pay rent. You fucking idiot. I swear, but people's morals and values and complaints piss me off every day. And then this person is someone who like goes around talking shit, and then now you're crying wolf. You're crying for sympathy. You forget what you did to people, didn't you? And now you want to cry now? Then you wonder why your life is fucked up. Because you don't do nothing to make it better. Then all you do is cry, cry, cry. And you know what else is? People say, "Oh yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna be this. Pretty soon I'm gonna be that. Pretty soon I won't be able to live, and I'm gonna be on the street." And here we are, months later, and the person's still where they originally was, and they're perfectly fine. One day they're singing, laughing, and they're coming on and talking shit and blah blah blah. Next minute, oh yeah, my life is ruined. I can't take it anymore. Then the next 2 days later, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and blah blah blah. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Don't you know like people are listening to you and people know like you're full of shit and you're not gonna get anywhere? People ain't gonna have sympathy for people like you that lie all day and act like something's wrong when it ain't. It's like a person I know from years ago. They said they had cancer, they were gonna die. They cried to me on the phone and told me like their life is all fucked up, their kids don't care about them, blah blah blah. And then here we are 10 years later, and this woman looks perfectly fine, like she never even had anything, and she never did. She was just looking for sympathy and attention to see if I would like, be there. I don't even know you, woman. I don't care what the fuck's going on in your life. You're lying like crazy, and then you're perfectly fine now. Man, get the fuck out of my face. People will say anything just to get attention or like make you feel sorry for them, and use any forms, any means of lies, even use diseases and shit to make it seem like yeah something's wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, all right. Wait till judgment day comes. You're gonna see what happens to you. You're gonna see, all right. That's shit you don't fuck around with. You don't go around doing that shit. And every day I say I'm not gonna pay it no mind, but it's like it's always on my mind how why people are the way they are, and they say shit and do shit, and they say they're gonna do this and say they're gonna do that, and then or they say they have this going on and then it's nothing like that what they said, and you continue to lie and con people, and then when something tragic happens to you or something bad happens to you, you play the victim, and you're like, I'm such a good person, why did this happen to me? Why did it happen to you? Because you've been lying for the past umpteen years. Well, you thought you was gonna lie and then say God forgive me and then move on? It don't work that way, because you ain't genuine about it. You're still lying to God and lying to yourself. I don't know what's wrong, but I think it's something in. I drink water every day, so I know it's not the water, and I eat food like everybody else. It's not. It's not the water or the food. It can be, because we're all eating and drinking. Must be the air, or it must have been something that you took. It's got to be. I'm convinced. Definitely convinced. Hey, Mystical, how you doing? But that's the way people are. They're gonna keep talking and keep saying lies. And they're gonna claim they're doing something and they're not. It's called fake people. But I know it can be annoying, and I know people can get annoyed by fakeness and by people who are fake. But I'm trying my very hardest to not entertain it at all. But then I look at the person and I'm like, why? Like, just fix your life. Fuck you being fake for? You're doing awesome, good. Greetings, Gala. How you doing? We're talking about liars and fake people. You can give your opinions if you want. They're by the millions these days. Yeah, they can get the bug out. Yeah, it's a lot of them, Ron. Yep, there's a lot of low vibrational energy everywhere. It's just, it's pretty sad, you know. And it's always the people who like run their mouths and then they say and they say and do things, and then you know, then they just go backwards. Oh, you're an Aries too? Oh shit. Okay. I didn't know you was an Aries. Yeah, that's a good opinion though from an Aries. I have no idea what Lucky's talking about. She's still waking up. She's only drank half her coffee. Right now it's Lucky, Teresa, you, and Miss. So far, I've been on here for 25 minutes. And my friend Ninja came in here earlier, but she's gone. Yeah, Teresa's getting her hair dyed. Yeah, why not? Oh, who here is Who else is it? Aries? Joey. My friend Joey that comes in here. She's an Aries. Lucky's the Aries moon, aka pain in the ass. I have a few other Aries. I have a few Aries friends here and there. As long as you're a nice Aries, then we're good. Lucky, what you said? I mean, Mikey B. So happy you have a sub who has been in the Philippines. Okay. I didn't know he was there. I just found out like you did. You was 1 degree from being a triple Aries. That means you would have been a triple pain in the ass. Shit. I'm a double Aquarius, so I'm a double pain in the ass. I'm like double mint gum. Double your pleasure, double your fun. I try to be funny. You know, my comedian status is getting good. Nah, that's not my pickup line. My pickup, well, if a woman says, what's your sign? I say I'm an Aquarius, and I'll make you delirious. And she'll be like, okay, well, what's your nationality? I'll say, well, I was born in Bermuda, but I'm Portuguese. And once you go Portuguese, you beg, please. That's my pickup lines. But those are only for hoes, though. For a good woman, I have to be a little bit more, a little more conservative or, gentleman-like. I can't say those things. I might get a slap. Might get a slap. Yeah, I know. I don't want to. I don't want to get no open hands. Just finished raining again before I came live. It was pouring outside for like 20 minutes. But the rest of the afternoon, it wasn't raining that much. It was pretty good. It wasn't sunny or anything. It was cloudy. I went to my mom and dad's and had dinner. We had some fish. And then I came home and went for a swim. Then I took a nice shower. And now I'm here. And tomorrow morning, I got to wake up early. And I got to take my sister to the airport. She's going on a business trip again. I got a very busy week ahead of me. And I got to get up early every day of next week. Tomorrow I got to get up early. Sunday I get to sleep in. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I got to get up early. This year, that's a definite mystical. My sister's been on like 4 business trips already, and she's still got another one to go. She's been on a lot of business trips, but she loves it though. She's happy as shit. She loves traveling. I don't know how she does it. I told her, you're fucking crazy, girl. I ain't going away all those damn times. You must be nuts. But she's loving her life and she deserves it. She's been through hell. with her stupid ex. So now she's got a good life. They love her at her job, and I'm happy for her. She deserves it. I don't really complain anyway because I'm not taking care of toddlers or anything like that. My nephews are good. You know, when they're with me, they know not to act up anyway, and if they do, then I'll beat their asses. But I never had to, so we're good. They know not to act up, but we're gonna have a good time anyway. And then next week on Monday, my youngest nephew has to do community hours for graduation because he's gonna graduate in 2 years, but he has to do like 40 hours of community like service for the school. So he's gonna go all of next week to to help out at a camp at a school, so that way he can gain some hours for community service. It's like a mandatory thing to do before you graduate. Like they show you, like try to get you to take responsibility. So I have to wake up early every morning and take him for 8 o'clock to be at the school, and I gotta pick him up at 3. This month he goes 16. He gets his bike license, so I only have 3 more weeks of picking him up and taking him around all over the place, and after that he'll have his own transportation. Anytime I'll be picking him up or taking him anywhere is if it rains. So he's about to be independent with his own transportation in 3 weeks' time. So I don't mind taking him everywhere or picking him up. It's all good. It's not gonna be the last time. I'll be taking him places if it rains or he don't feel like taking his bike or whatever. The main thing is he's doing good. They've had a good summer so far. But yeah, I gotta go to the airport for 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I gotta wake up like 6:30 in the morning tomorrow. I'm usually up around that time, half asleep. But I'm gonna try and get in my bed before midnight, which is 2 more hours. So I want to try and get in my bed at least before 12 and get some sleep. And then I gotta take her to the airport for 7. And when I come back home, I'm gonna try and do what I can. I've washed all my clothes. I'm good to go for the weekend. I want to go and cut grass. I want to cut the grass tomorrow. Hopefully that it doesn't rain a lot. Hey Tanya, and you know what, Mystical? I've been to the airport so many damn times this year, and I haven't even gone away. We here in Bermuda, we have a new airport. It's been there for like maybe I think it's been brand new for like 5 years now. Or no, 4 years. I think it's been available for 4 years now. But I haven't been away in almost. I haven't been away for over 5 years. Yeah. So I've been there, but I've never been inside since it's been new. Since it's been new, I haven't been in there. I just stay in the parking lot and pick people up. Yeah, I go to visit the airport. Yeah, I'm in that mood where I just don't feel like going on a trip. I can afford it. I can go, and I know I'll have a good time. It's just that I just don't feel like it. I just love being home. I don't feel like dealing with airports and um, getting transportation and going to a hotel full of noise. And I don't really want to go shopping because I have everything I need. So like, why am I gonna go on a trip for what? To waste unnecessary money to go to a place that you know, is away from home. And then my dog's probably gonna be all depressed if I'm gone for like 5 or 6 days. And then next thing you know, my dog would be depressed and she'll be like, "Where the hell is Mark?" Oh, nice, Tanya. So just in comfort zone and won't expand. No, I wouldn't say won't expand. No. What do you want me to expand? Elaborate. I'm like one of those. I'm like one of those. I'm like one of those retired old people that just want to stay home and they've done like everything they needed to do in life and they just want to chill out. Like that's how I feel like. I feel like I'm retired and I want to stay away from people and I just want to come live and hang out and chill. Yeah, yeah. I actually love being home and in my workshop working, you know, and like just chilling out, being in the pool, hanging out with my dog, coming on here, working every now and then, my business, going to do jobs, just doing what I want to do. Because I feel like going on a trip is pointless and a waste of money. I'd rather just be here, save my money, stay with my family, chill, and just like do whatever. Like I don't really. I mean, I'm not lazy or anything like that, or I'm not like scared of anything. I just don't want to. I just want to be peaceful and just chill. Because I've done a lot in my lifetime. You know, I've been on like hundreds of trips. I used to go away like 3 4 times a year every year for years, and then not going away for the last 5 years. It's like, what am I really missing? I don't miss anything. It's just like cigarettes, alcohol, and weed. This month makes 8 years that I stopped, and I don't miss it. I don't care, and I don't have the urge to do it again. You know what I mean? It's like I'm at a stage in my life where I just want to relax and chill and just like work when I have to, go visit my parents, do things around the house. Like I don't have any obligations or anything or any big responsibilities. You have a lot of dye left in your bottle. You should dye something else then, or save it for next time. Okay, Lucky. Oh, that's cool, That's cool, Tanya. At least you're gonna take your work with you and just do it as you go. I wasn't asking that. Dirty mind. But yeah, I feel at peace now. Yeah. I feel very much at peace. And that's the way I want my life. A lot of people say I'm boring and I don't want to do anything, but I've done a lot of things. Like I was never home. I was always on the run. Now I'm old. I just want to chill and relax and, you know, I just be here and just do whatever. I just wake up and say, today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to do that. Try not to plan anything because it doesn't go according to plan. And just, you know, enjoy life. Being home is good because as soon as I leave home and get in that van and get on that road and I go deal with people, that's when everything goes backwards. Because the first thing I do is say, look at this fucking idiot can't drive. Look at this dumbass on his bike. Look at this one here almost started an accident. Oh, look at this dumbass, did this. And then I'm at the store and I'm like, oh my God, get the hell out of the way. Like, hurry up, and then I'm like, oh my God, this shit's more money now. Oh shit, this is more expensive. Oh fuck, I forgot that. Oh shit, I gotta go back to the grocery store. As soon as I leave home, it's like you go into dumb world. When you're at home, you're like, yes, I recognize this place. I'm good here. I'm safe here. And as soon as you leave, you're like, please, Jesus, help me. The next thing you know, when you come home, you're like, thank God I'm home. So many dumb people out there aggravating the shit out of me. So, yeah, that's why it's so nice to be home now. It's 11:11. It's 10:11 here. Make a wish, Mystical. 11:11. That's wish time. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be home. I got tons of things I can do home. There's always something to do here. There's always something to fix, something to clean. There's never a dull moment. There's always something to do. So when I'm in the mood, I'll get shit done. And when I just feel like chilling, I'll just chill. I'm not trying to like break my body anymore. I had to like pull myself to the corner and say, hey, you need to chill, bro. You need to relax. You need to gather yourself, treat your body better. Don't be working hard like you're crazy and just enjoy life. And that's what I've been doing. Yeah. It's pouring again. I can hear the rain up against the window. It's pouring. Hey, Taters, how you doing? I'm an aqua. Yeah, double, double aqua. I'm double the fun. Have I ever seen the Man of La Mancha? I'd have to check that. I can't tell you if I have or not, but it sounds familiar. Let me Google it real quick. It's pouring. Shit, it's raining hard. Let me see. Man of La Mancha movie clip, 1972. No wonder I don't know anything about this. It was before I was born. I'm watching it now. What about it? The heck is this old shit? That looks like I've had enough of that. The moral of the film is a good enough man can turn a hoe into a great woman. I believe that. I really do believe that. You could turn her into a great woman, but you can't turn her into a housewife. She'll get fed up of that life real quick. I mean, it's possible. I've seen a case. I've seen maybe two cases where that's happened, but I still don't have absolute proof. But I've seen it. A pretty woman wearing no, no, no. That's a movie. Hey Maria, how you doing? But I believe that, Tatus. I do. I believe that. I believe that a man could turn a hoe into a great woman. Yeah, sure. A retired hoe. Yeah. When she hangs up you know, her panties for good and says she don't want no more double D's and she don't want all these men and she just wants one man the rest of her life. It actually becomes her choice. So if she chooses that, then that's good. But if a man helps her choose that, yeah, I could see it happen. I think being a hoe is a phase that most people go through. If I remember, I'll watch that film when I get time. That movie, Pretty Woman, is still one of the best movies out there. I remember watching that movie and saying to myself, "Oh boy." Some, I mean, everybody has a choice, but being a woman, you'll always have that choice to live your life and make money. And the reason you have that choice is because a man. Remember that. Only fans await you. You're always damn excited, and you're always a pain in the ass. Nah, what you want now again? Oh, really? I see. Uh-huh. So Maria, looks like you. So then, why you ask me questions if you already know and you had a good time? Why you just can't take that good vibration and energy and say, I'm not gonna ask Mark any questions today. I'm gonna go sleep and I'm gonna think about what a great day I had with Walter, and I'm gonna go sleep and I'm gonna leave Mark alone. I'm not gonna ask no questions, and I'm gonna thank Spirit for giving me the chance to be the love of my life, Walter, and just sleep and just leave Mark alone. But no, you just had to come in here And now you want to know all this shit. See what I mean? You can't just leave well enough alone. You're sex excited, and you that's it. See, once you get D, you go delusional. See, I knew it. Have I ever seen My Fair Lady? Nah, no. I'm not really a movie guy, so you have to forgive me on that. The only movies I really watch is action movies and fighting movies and shit. I'm not really like watching no, type of movies like that. But yeah. Well, I feel like I'm a good man and I have a good effect on confused women. So I'm probably like the character that you see in those movies. I'm probably that guy. I'll take credit for that. No, no, this is my other team. No. I wish they won. Now they lost yesterday, but it's all good. Can't win every time, but I have to keep wearing it, because they're the champs. All right, so Maria, thanks for the donation. You said, all right, let me check. Let me check what's going on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. My sister watches a lot of movies. She's like the movie champion. She's a next Netflix freak. She watches movies every week, every other day. Me, I don't really watch movies like that. The last movie I watched was that movie with Jennifer Lopez in it. It's called Mother or something like that, where she like gave up her child for a job adoption, and the child ended up coming back to her, and then she ended up training the daughter to like kill people, and she was like a hunter and shit. She was like a sniper and all that. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. I think it's called Mother or something like that. That was probably the last movie I watched, to be honest. And it was like another movie I watched, but it wasn't a movie. It was like a series or something my sister was watching. I just happened to come in there and see it. Yeah, that was like the last movie I watched. Like I actually sat down and watched the whole movie. Yeah, I've seen Die Hard. I love that movie. Definitely saw that. But like love movies and shit like that, I don't really watch all that type of stuff. I'm not really like a love person, movie person. Even if I had a girlfriend, I'd be like, babe, I'm not watching this shit. You want to watch a love movie? Come with me to the bedroom. That's what I tell her. All right, so Maria, what I'm getting is Walter is going to invite you again to hang out with him. He's trying to find time to do so. Um, he's also he feels like he has some things in his life that he likes, but he's still not happy with certain things. This could be with like wasting money. I always see this with him. Like he might feel like he's wasted money on stuff, and he feels like he can't do too much with his life yet because he has to deal with everybody else. And sometimes he has the faith. Um, Sometimes he has the faith that he can do it, and other days he has like no faith in himself. But he's planning like a trip, and he's planning to do something, or he might be going on a trip in the next 6 weeks. Um, so but he's going to like make some type of attempt to make things right and overcome shit because it looks like he's worried about he feels that he's getting success, but he still has like anxiety about other things. It's like half his life is good and half his life is like so. I'm not getting like nothing bad where he's like going crazy or something like. But it looks like in the next 6 weeks he might be going on like a trip, or he if it's not a trip, it's like he wants to go somewhere where there's like water and yeah, maybe hunting or something. But it shows like a lot of men here. It's not with you. It's probably like a guy's trip. Like they must be planning like a guy's trip or hunting or something like that. So that makes sense. I don't see him going anywhere with you, but he might be planning on going on a trip. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably what he's gonna do in the next 6 weeks or 6 days. I got the number six there, so it could be 6 days, 6 weeks. Yeah, probably. Um, as far as like him like seeing you again and having a good time with you and spending the night with each other and all that type of stuff, I do see that happening again. Yes, but he has to figure out when when he's gonna have time, how he's gonna do it, things like that, work around the work schedule, and he's gonna find a way to make that happen. He can't make a mistake doing it, but it looks like he will do it again this month sometime. Yeah, yeah. So I do see it happening again for sure. That'll happen. You'll get some more decent. I got good cards on that. Today is Friday, right? Yeah. I pretty much got the same cards again. Something about work. Looks like work's gonna be good. Coming up, work stuff, business. Um, like going into like a cycle where you're gonna get good things and things will happen. Um, overcoming problems and trying to solve things and make things right. Like I don't see nothing bad. It's just like trying to overcome things. Like whatever shit that's happened like recently in the last month, that he's gonna try and make things better this month. Like he's always gonna try to improve things and make things better. So otherwise, that I see work being good for you, and I just see like whatever obstacles come in the way or any problems that arise, it'll cause some type of delays, but you'll be able to overcome it. And obviously, there's gonna be like certain days where things will be kind of slow or like I think he's still dealing with the sun. I think the son is being an idiot sometimes, or he's like being careless. He's being a teenager and he's being weird, or he's acting like a child sometimes, and Walter has to put him in his place. That type of shit. But I don't see nothing bad. All good stuff, nothing bad. Just overcoming things, money issues, that type of stuff. So there you go. Spirit ain't lying. They're telling you everything you need to know. They want you to know that, whatever he's saying is he's telling you the truth, which is good. It's confirmation. Yeah. And whatever problems happen, you'll be able to overcome. No problem. So, like I said, it all looks good. All the questions you asked me in the paragraph, every answer is good. And it's also confirmation that he's telling you the truth, that he has money issues or money problems or whatever. The son's acting up, things like that. So it's good. Oh, hey, Claudia. Oh, she's on Twitch. Oh, cool. I have to get an account on Twitch because my friend DJ is over there, and I almost signed up to it, but I can see like the videos and stuff. I was thinking about getting a Twitch account, but I have all the other ones. I just can't be bothered. But tell her I said hi too, and I gotta catch up with her eventually. That'll be nice. Does she have the same name over there, like the New Strength Tarot on Twitch? You're welcome, Maria. No problem, Bessos. I'm glad that everything's working out with you and Walter, and I'm glad you had a great time. You deserve it. See, I tell you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Okay, Claudia, cool. Yeah, cause I'm on Twitch and I can watch shit, so I wouldn't mind watching the videos and stuff and commenting and say hello to her or whatever. The only reason I'm on Twitch now, going on there and checking things, because my friend DJ is over there. He's actually we actually DJ'd over there last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was, for the first time. Okay, cool. I'll screenshot it so I can check it out. All right, I screenshotted it so now I know what I gotta look for. Yeah, I was DJing on Twitch last week, and I was also DJing on Instagram. Just give me a second. I'm just checking something. Okay, cool. I had to count real quick. Let me just text my sister real quick. Mm. Oh dang. Lucky Ernie fans is always available. Don't ask me how to get there. I don't know. I never been on there. I would never go in there anyway. They end up tracking me or something. Be like, come back. We saw that you were looking. We'll give you a discount right now if you come on. Susie's on right now. Come look at her breasts. No, no. You ain't getting me on that track record. Nobody coming and zap my computer. Uh-uh. No, you won't. Oh, cool, Tanya. I didn't know all of that stuff. Thanks for sharing, Cinderella. Oh, that's cool. Well, at least it worked out, you know? I didn't have to do that. Like my sister always had her friends always wanted to hook up with me through her. She would always like say, "Look, my friend likes you. Would you talk to her?" I'm like, "No, I don't want none of your damn friends." Then a girl she was working with was like, "Oh yeah, I like your brother. I think he's hot. Can you give him my number?" My sister would be like, "Just call him yourself. Here's his number." So you guys remember MSN Messenger? Like that was like the first thing on a computer you used to like, go on. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was called MSN Messenger or something. It was on like it was like way back, like 20 years ago. Like you could talk to people over like the internet. So I used to, she got my like my link over there, or she got like my thing, or I don't know how the hell it was. Then she started texting me. She's like, "Hey, I'm so and so. I work with your sister." And I was like, "Hey, what's up? Whatever." I'm like, "Yeah." So I started talking to her and stuff. Then we ended up dating and shit. But we started through MSN Messenger. He used to make that stupid little jingle sound. Ding. Claudia, you remember that? Yeah, it was a cool messaging thing, that's for sure. It was cool. It was nice. Yeah, it was like the first real, like, besides like MySpace and some other ones I can't remember, but MySpace used to be one of the places I used to communicate with a lot of people. Was MySpace, MSN Messenger was very popular, and there was a couple more here and there. I can't remember. I was like 20 something years ago, but yeah, I remember like having my computer and having MSN Messenger on it, and then you had Skype and shit like that. Skype don't exist no more. It's finished. That's true, Tanya. Sometimes you meet people at your lowest point. I actually explained that to somebody on here the other day. Actually, so I can't remember who I said that to, but I said to the person that, the person that you're asking about is in a lot of, shit. Like they're just like they're trying to get their lives together or whatever. And I said sometimes, that's when you meet people is at your lowest point, and then you end up dating that person, and then they end up getting you out of the slump and then loving you for it, and making your life better. Just like how Taters said about the movie. A good man can make a hoe into a great woman. I tried a few times, but it didn't work. I tried making a hoe into a good woman, but they didn't want to. At least I tried. I tried twice, but I couldn't do it no more. There's always someone for everyone. I always believe that. There's always love to be found. There's always love that will come to you eventually. Some people find it at a late stage in their life, some find it early and it fails. Some people get a second chance, a third chance. And some people just don't want to be with nobody. They're content by themselves and they just want to be that way. And that's just the way it is. It's a choice you have. Some people say, oh, being single is a choice and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And they're like, no, it's not. Because you want somebody. Everybody would love to have somebody. But some people just are very content by themselves. I hear rain again. And that's just it. You don't have to have somebody to complete you. I've explained this like a million times. But I never discourage anybody from being in a relationship. I just tell people like take your time, get to know the person, you know, live with the person for about a year or two before you get married so you can see what it's like being with them. Then you might tell me, well, I can't live with them because they still live with their mom. Well, tell them move in with you then. But I can't. As soon as you hear that can't, then you know it ain't gonna work. All done, Teresa. That means you're going out on the town tonight. Then it's Friday night. It's Friday night. Teresa's got her hair dyed. She's gonna paint the town red. Don't forget your handcuffs. Go get it, Teresa. Don't get yourself a man. I need a man. My man, my man. Me and my nephews do that shit all the time. It's like, my man, my man. You want to get rid of your gray hair? Gray hair is all right. See, look, it's okay. I don't. I have some up here too, but I still got my black hair. It's just salt and pepper now. I don't mind. I probably would never dye my hair because I don't care. Plus, I wear hats all the time anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, I know, Teresa. I know you do. I know you do. When I first met you, you were talking to him on the live. Yeah, I remember. It was a while ago. It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you do. I hope he treats you good. That's all that matters. You know, it's people like you that give me hope because you're older than me by a little bit, and you have a boyfriend and stuff at your age. Not saying you're old because I'm just right around the corner from you, but it still gives me hope that I might find somebody my age or around my age that you know is fed up like me and wants to be with somebody and just chill. Yeah, you're an old fart. I'm an old stain. Nah, you're only as old as you think. You're good. But I don't mind. I actually love being single, and I say that every day, and I believe it, and I love it, and I honestly don't care. Like to have like somebody that's bad. I want somebody that's good. Obviously, I would love to have a girlfriend, like I always say. Just like I know everybody in here would love to have somebody too, if you don't already. But you want somebody decent. You don't want no idiot in your life or somebody that's gonna suffocate you and aggravate you and treat you like shit. Of course not. But that's pretty hard to find. But one day, if it does happen, I'll let you guys know. And if I come on here one day and say, "Hey, I'm dating this chick now, and she's really nice, and I love her, and I think she's the one," and then when you see her walking around here and she's living with me, then you know I'm happy. If you ever see a woman walk around here and say, "Hey, everybody, how you doing?" You know, I'm going upstairs, babe. Then if she walks up those steps, then you know that I'm in love and I'm happy. Because if you don't see nobody come around here, then you know it ain't nothing happening. I always joke around in my previous lives. Somebody will ask if I'm single or if I have anybody or whatever, and I'm like, can you imagine if I had a girlfriend and I'm in here talking shit about handcuffs and toys and coochies and talking about sex and shit like I do on here sometimes when everybody's in the mood. And I'm in here and these people or Maria says to me, mucho besos, Marky, and with all these lips all over the place. And my girl walks in and she gives me a hug from behind here and says, "Oh, who you talking to? Oh, look, you got Teresa's here, Lucky, uh, Tanya. Look at these people." And then, "Oh, who the hell is Maria? She's giving you mucho besos, huh? Who the fuck is this?" Look, sweetheart, she's in love with Walter. I'll show you the fucking text. No, she loves Walter. She don't love me. Yeah, she'll join the fun because I wouldn't be around nobody that doesn't enjoy the fun. But I used to joke with everybody because back in the day, like not well, a couple years ago, when I had crazy ass women in here that were doing a lot of talking, a lot of craziness and shit. Oh boy, I would have been I would have been broken up that night if she would have came in some of those nights and looked at that chat. She'd be like, "Yeah, no thanks. This guy's definitely fucking somebody in this chat. Meanwhile, I haven't. Cause ain't nobody here in Bermuda from this chat. So yeah, but you get those jealous people. They'll be like, "Who's this sending kisses? Who's this blowing kisses to you?" You know. And some people come in here that know me that be like, "I love you, Marky." I'm like, "Yeah, I love you too." Who you telling? Who you telling in there that you love him? Let me see this bitch. You may get that possessive, jealous girl or guy in your guy's case, and they'll be like, "Let me see your DMs. You said you was in a private reading. Let me see." I would never be with anybody like that anyway. But just imagine being with somebody that annoying. Took a picture of Diamond and sent it to my chat. Look what my nephew did to my dog. My dog. She put the towel. He put the towel over her. They're always doing dumb shit to her. Nothing. They don't hurt her, but they like to, tease her a bit. And she lets them do whatever too. You put a towel on her, she'll be looking at it. She'll be like, "Yeah, whatever." Oh, if she was in here, she'd be DMing everybody. "Don't you flirt with Mark? That's my man. My man." She actually did that in real life. She definitely, she definitely texted people. "Me and Mark are together. We're dating. We're online dating. Please don't talk to him like you like him. Or do you like him? Or is he flirting with you? Is he with you because he's supposed to be with me?" That's your friend. That's your bestie. That's my TF and your best BFF. Damn weirdo. Yeah, but there was a few of them in here that did it on purpose just to aggravate her. When I told people about what she did, they were like, "Yeah, I'm coming in there to flirt with you, Mark. She says something to me, I'll fuck her off." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." She would get so pissed. "Are you dating her now?" I'm like, "No, dumbass. I tell you, I don't date people online. What, you think I'm dumb? I ain't doing that shit. I did it twice and I won't never do it again. Hell no. It's either you're here or it ain't happening. Fuck that shit. No, 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 no. The frack. The fraud, you mean? Lucky, you'll be fine. You got us. You're good. These things happen. I remember the first day I came on YouTube and went inside these people's rooms. Yeah, there you go. The best fake friend ever. Yeah. When I broke up with my ex at the time, and I was like, I wasn't devastated. I was like just really disappointed and like deflated. And I was saying to myself, like, how can I get myself to this point? Like, why did I even let it get this far? You know, you just try and find the good in everybody, and then you get to the point where you just have to recover and recuperate and readjust and just get yourself back to the I don't fucking hate this person and just keep going on with your life. Or you can still, hate them and just move on. So when I used to go in some of these chat rooms, I used to act psychic shit and stuff like that. And then I end up hanging out in certain rooms, and then I hear other people talk about breakups and how fucked up people are. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the right place. Everybody's like, talking about bullshit, what they've gone through with people, divorce, breakups, cheating, all sorts of shit. So it made me feel like I was at home. So a lot of people were in the chat rooms, and that's where I met everybody and made friends. And then next thing you know, I'm still here years later, still dealing with the same thing with everybody else, and still listening to people say, "Hey, look, this and that, blah blah blah." But I've seen one thing I can say that's made me happy is seeing people overcome their difficulties and get to a really good place. That's what makes me happy more than anything. I can genuinely say that I'm very happy for all my friends that had the same problem as I did at the time and overcame it, stayed sane and didn't go to a nut house, and didn't need certain help, and just really did it on their own and with the help of their friends, and knew that they had to get themselves right. And by talking and venting and talking to each other, everybody ended up being like happy and shit. Yeah, and I feel the same way about all you guys, Teresa, because we can all help each other with our experiences. Well, the thing is, like I said before, lies are something that people are comfortable doing. It's the easy way out, is to lie. But the most easiest thing in the world is to lie. A lie is so easy, but it's hard to tell the truth. That's how it goes. But either way, just know that it's never going to be perfect, and it never will be. But take it with face value. No, no, he ain't myself for a long time. He just came here like this year. All right, Teresa. Thanks. I appreciate it. You too. Good night. No, Mikey B is new. He hasn't been here that long. He's been in here for probably a couple months. He hardly ever comes in here. He comes in here maybe once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes. I always try to set him up with somebody and talk shit. He's cool though. He's very respectful. He likes to talk a lot of shit and stuff. Yeah, he's only been here a couple months. Most people that come in here right now are people that I've only known for a little bit of time. I've known you and Ninja. You and Ninja are probably like, and Virgo, Maria. She's probably, you guys are like the people I've known a long time. Um, I've known Marley for a bit now. I met Teresa this year. I met Mystical and Gala this year. I met Miss Bikini last year, I believe. Yeah, I met Miss Bikini last year, Tanya. We met last year, so I've known her for over a year now. I've known Dan for over a year now. I think I've known Marley for like almost 2 years now. I think it's going to be maybe 2 or 3 years. I think it's been 2 years I've known Marley, but I've known of Marley for more than that. But I don't really know too many people in here. Like, no, not you're not the longest. Ninja's probably been the longest. Yeah, I'm talking about active people in here right now, like that come in here. Ninja came in here earlier. I've known her probably the longest. Yeah, I've known Ninja for a very long time. I've known Star Lord as Tarot for over 10 years, and Ninja over 10 years guaranteed. Because I've been on here for 6 years, and I used to be in the chats for at least 3 to 4 years. So it's like 10 years now. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I've probably known and I've known Elizabeth for a very long time as well. I've known Elizabeth for a very long time, but I've known Virgo probably a long time too. You know Virgo, Love Maria. She comes in here all the time too. I've known her for a long time. She used to be in those chat rooms too. Because when I used to mod and when I used to mod in Chris's room, right, in Minnow Pond, it was me, my friend Sue that passed away, right? Sue Blaze. It was me, her, Star Lourdes, Ninja, Virgo, uh, my friend Paris. You remember Paris? You know Paris that comes in here? Paris I've known for a long time as well. I've known her. She used to come in Chris's room every day. I've known Paris as well for a very long time. I'm starting to think about all the people that used to be in that chat room that still come in here. Um, who else? Yeah, Paris comes in here. Uh, but see, I know you through S's room. I think that's where I met you. I met you through Twin Flame and S, right? I think I met you over. You was at Minnow too. I don't remember you in Minnow, to be honest. I only remember you in S's room. I don't remember you in Minnow. Actually, yes, because that's where I think you were in there afterwards. I met you in S's room, and then I bring you guys to Minnow Pond. I bring everybody over there because when I was talking to Elizabeth for the longest time, me and Elizabeth were close, and she was always in. I actually introduced her to Minnow too, and got her to mod in there with me as well. But I actually remember Elizabeth when she was in Tyler's room too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew it was like the same time around that time. Yeah. I started off in Minnow Pond with everybody because Chris's channel was hardly anybody in there at first. I was there when he first started. And then it was another woman in there named Jocelyn. She was she was the only mod in there at the time. This woman Jocelyn. I don't know if you remember Jocelyn. She was cool as fuck. I still have her on my Instagram, and I still say hello to her on her birthday and like her pictures, and we guys, talk. We comment on each other's photos or whatever. But she's always been cool with me. She's one of the first people I met in on YouTube. I don't know if you remember Jocelyn, but yeah, she was one of the first people I met when she was a mod, and I became a mod with her. We helped Chris in his room, and everybody just started coming in there. And I bring people over there because I knew some people from other chat rooms. And then one day Tyler came inside Minnow Pond one day, and then he shouted Chris out, and then a couple more people came over. And then that's when like I kind of got cool with Elizabeth and TF and all of them. Then you, but I honestly I had a lot of good times at S's room. I had a lot of good times over there, but then it went all to shit as usual. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in there, hanging out and stuff, talking shit. The only reason why I was in there is because everybody else is in there. But there was a few other people in there that I met that were so cool, man. I met so many people back then. It was a lot of cool people back then. Yeah, it was fun. That room was probably one of the funnest rooms I was in, man. It was nice. And then it went all to shit, of course. But whatever. Those are the good old days. But unfortunately, people ruin a good thing all the time. But I can talk about it freely now and be okay about it. I'm not one bit worried about it. You know, I've already explained what's happened in those places, but I met a lot of good people and still know those people till today. So it's nice. And I've met a lot of people on here through other people. Like I mentioned the other day, Star Lotus Tarot, she always shouted me out, had me on her podcast, put me out there, told a lot of people about me. A lot of people know me through Middle Pond, when I was there. That's when I first started my channel. And because I did that, it was the worst thing in the world for some people. But yeah, then we were all going in Frankie's room because then Frankie was live. We would go to his room, and it was like pure fun. It was like Minnow Pond, S's room, my room, Frankie, and then TF had her channel where she would just like talk shit and just have everybody there when we were bored. And then we went to that idiot's chat room for the longest time too. When he started, we helped him out too, and then he turned on us. Yeah, the Low Vibes crew. Yeah. Yeah, we went over there and had fun. We had fun everywhere we went. Everybody was so cool back then. And then everybody just showed their true colors, and then it went to shit. And we went in Lisa's room a lot too. She came on at different times as well, and I met a lot of people through Lisa as well. A lot of people that were in Lisa's room still come in my room till today, and they all love me to death, and I love them too. They're so cool. That's the only room that I went into where everybody likes me and still cool with me still till today. And that's why probably she doesn't like me, because like everybody likes me more than they liked her. I don't know if you ever went in there. Sorry, I haven't seen her forever. She's on my Facebook though. Lisa was Heart of Inspiration. I don't even know if she still has her channel. You don't remember Heart of Inspiration, Lisa? That's where I met all these other people. I met like a different crowd over there. Some of them still come in here till today. All my friends, I have them all on Instagram, and we all talk all the time. And one of my good friends that come in here too, that I've known for a long time, actually fell out with her too. and came to me and said, Mark, you were right about that damn woman. And I said, I told you, watch out for that chick. Surrey is so cool. Did I ever tell you about the mediumship reading I done for Surrey? I have Surrey on my Facebook, but I don't. She's hardly ever on there. But she posted like a picture about it 2 years ago of her and like her and her sister or something like that. And I said hello to her and stuff. Surrey was cool as fuck. One day, Surrey was in my room, and I said, "Hey, Surrey, do you have a guy in spirit?" This and that. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's my dad." And I could still see the guy still till today. It was probably the funniest mediumship reading I've ever done in my life. That's how I always will remember Surrey, her dad. So here's this guy, right? He's got these cool glasses on. He's sitting on a couch and he's got like a little rock glass with some whiskey in it. And he had like he had a Hawaiian shirt on, right? And I'm like, "Is this your dad?" She goes, "Oh yeah, that sounds like him." And I said, I told her, I said, "This guy's talking mad shit right now. He's funny as hell, right? And he wants to tell you this, this, and this." She was all crying and shit. And then this guy, right, her dad, right, said to me that he's gonna come to Bermuda, right, and hang out with me, right, in spirit, because he wants to go see, Bermuda and look at some chicks. And I told Suri this, and Suri just started laughing and said, "That's the type of person he is." Because I don't think like the father was with the mother anymore, right? Because of this reason. So he actually did it, in real time. One day I was in my car. I get in my car and I see him in there, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "I told you I was coming." And I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." So I was like, what are you doing? You're gonna end up causing me to have an accident." He goes, "Look, man, I always wanted to come here, you know, and we guys are gonna hang out. You don't mind me being in your car. Act like I'm not even here. I'm not gonna bother you, I promise." And I called Suri and told her that her dad was with me in the car and he was checking out all these hoes on the side of the street, and he was commenting on all these girls talking shit. He was a blast, but after 2 days, I told him, I said, "Look, bro, you gotta go. Yeah, you're annoying me now." But he was a riot. That was one person I can honor, and I still have his image in my head of what he looked like and what he did. And he had his hand outside the window, and he was like talking shit. I could see him clear as day, and it was the funniest shit ever that I've ever witnessed. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, he came here in spirit and he hung out with me for 2 days, and all he did was talk mad shit. And everywhere I drove, he would talk shit and have fun. He was cool for like 2 days, but then I had to get rid of him. And I told her, and she laughed so much, and she's like, "Yep, that's my dad." And he was in the same yellow and red Hawaiian looking shirt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, "Look, bro, you gotta go. I got work to do, man. I'm a busy man. You're gonna get me in trouble." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I just wanted to come here for 2 days." No, he just left. I told him, I said, "Look, bro, you gotta go." He goes, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." So then he left. But he was cool though. He was funny as shit. I'll never forget that as long as I live. That was probably the funniest mediumship reading and the funniest experience I ever had with a spirit. You're funny as shit. So yeah, that's a story that I probably haven't told in a long time, but I have told that story before. And Suri was laughing like crazy. Yeah, yeah. He didn't bother me. He didn't bother me during the nighttime or coming to my house or anything like that. Because when I was in the city, he was in the car with me. And then he would say, "Look, drop me off here, and when you go to the store, I'm getting out of the car." And then he knew where I lived and everything. because spirit can really go wherever they want, right? And no, 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 no. You listen to me, damn it. I'm trying to tell you this story. Listen. So he would go wherever he went. He would go clubbing. He would go like sightseeing. He would go all over the island. But when I was in the car, right, and I was in the city, in those 2 days, I was working in the city. And he says, "Oh, you're working in the perfect place because I get to see all the tourists." It was like summertime, like maybe July, something like that. And he would get in the car with me, right? I would see him in the car. I would just go to my car. I'll come out of a store, go into the car, and he'll be there. And he'll be like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey." I'm like, people are gonna think I'm crazy when I'm looking over like this and talking to you. He goes, "Nah, you're good. Nobody's gonna see. Who cares what they think?" He goes, "Oh, look, look, look at that girl right there. She's looking good. Look at the one in the red." And that's what he would do. And I'd be like, "Look, man, you're gonna cause a goddamn accident." So then he would be like, "Okay, where are you going now?" I said, "I gotta go to this store right here." He goes, "Okay, I'm getting out of the car too." "All right, Mark, I'll see you later." But he would never come to my house or anything like that. But he knew where I was because he came right up right with me in the car one time. And I said, "Look, bro, you can't come in here." He goes, "I can't go in there anyway. You got spirit guarding your house." And I'm like, "Okay, good. Get out of here. Go to the beach." I said, "Look, the beach is 5 minutes away." No, he went to the beach because I live 5 minutes away from the beach. So I told him, I said, "Look, you can go to the beach." And he went. I'm telling you, it was the funniest shit ever. But he can't stay with me. I don't know him like that. And plus, spirit here ain't gonna let him stay here anyway. But he always been in the car. He been in the car for 2 days straight. He hung out with me in the car like 4 or 5 times. He would drive in the car with me. But he would just talk. He didn't bother me. He didn't do anything bad to me or anything like that. He just wanted to go for a drive and sightsee. But he said he had a great time because he hung out at the beach. He told me he went to this hotel and hung out by the pool. He was funny as shit. He just wanted to see a bunch of women. He was hungry, looking at all these hoes and shit. All he did was talk shit and have fun. He had like a serious conversation with me about Surrey and about his wife, and he talked to me a few times here and there, during the time. Yeah, he was thirsty. And I know that some spirits still do that because the woman I learned mediumship with, she told me that one of her school friends that had a crush on her tried to spy on her while she was getting a shower, and she had to stop the shower and kick his ass out and ask him, how did you even get in here?" So like, she told me that they can go wherever they want if they can find a way. And when she told me that, I was fucking laughing so much. I was like, "Look, he wanted to see them boobies." And she goes, "Stop, Mark. Don't make it's not funny." That shit was hilarious. But she said, like, she knew the spirit was there because she could see the spirit. And she was like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, come on, please." And she was like, "No, no, get out of here." And when she said it, she was like kind of pissed, but then she laughed afterwards. I was fucking dying. But it's true. Like, if you could see spirit, you'll know that they're there. You'll know that they can be there. Some of them make their presence so known, and you can just see them like clear as day. And some of them you can just feel them, smell them, shit like that. But some of them are very like vivid, and you can see them. It's pretty cool. Like, pain in the ass number one. It's gonna be a long ass week for me dealing with these boys while my sister's away. She's texting me all these things that I need to know apparently. She's a worry freak. Yeah. A lot of people think that's just bullshit, but it's not. Spirit can travel wherever, you know? They can be there wherever you want. And the only reason I know that is true is because they tell me and they show me that they're in different places. It's cool. I want to travel again. Now that my nephew is going to the UK in September for college, I know that he would love for me to go out there and visit him, or like go there for a couple of days. We can watch a game or something and then come back. I haven't been to the UK in years, but I would like to go. It's like one flight, 6 hours. You know, I wouldn't mind going because it's only one flight there and one flight back. And I have so many friends in the UK, and I would like to hop over to Portugal for like a couple of days and go see my team play and then come back home. So I'm thinking about going there for like before Christmas, before when he comes home for his Christmas break, like probably like the 18th or 19th of December or something like that. I'll probably go away like the week before he comes back and go to Portugal real quick, see a couple games, and then hop on the plane back to the UK, link up with my nephew, and come home to Bermuda. So I told him that that's what I'll probably do. And if his younger brother is out of school for Christmas, he might come with me for the trip, and we'll leave my sister's ass here. She can take care of Diamond while I go. So yeah, I'm thinking about it, going for like in December. Hey Fiona, unfortunately, no Dan, and I haven't heard from Sophie about her dog either. So the retrograde is still in effect. So no Dan. This is day 3 with no Dan, which is weird. And I haven't heard from Sophie with an update about her doggy. So it's annoying. Yeah, a lot of people go to Portugal because there's a place called Algarve that's very beautiful, and it's like got beaches, and it's just like, you know, it's only like a hour and a half or 2 hour flight, you know. Okay, well, hopefully, when you see her, just ask her about our dog. I haven't seen her in here since, but Starlight gave her a reading in the chat, and told her to check a certain place, and hopefully she didn't get her dog back. So hopefully she'll be all right. Hopefully we get some good news this weekend. Hopefully Dan shows up, and hopefully Sophie gets her dog, and I'll be happy. Yeah, Star is an amazing person. Her and her husband are my good friends. I love them. I love those guys. They've always been big supporters of mine, big good friends. They're just good people, period. I have never had anything bad to say about them at all. They've been so good to me, and likewise. And it's hard to find real genuine people, but those are definitely genuine people. No, that's Jocelyn. I saw I she's on Instagram. I haven't seen her ever since in here. She hasn't come back in here ever since. But I have Jocelyn and her daughter on Instagram. And the other day I posted something and she commented or liked it. Or I liked her picture too with her daughter. Yeah, they're okay. She's still there. She's doing good. She's all right. Yeah, Jocelyn used to be in here a lot too. She's an Aquarius too. But it's a different Jocelyn than when my original Jocelyn. But yeah, she's okay. She's still with her daughter, it seems. 'Cause I saw them together on Instagram. So I guess she's okay. I think the reason that she was in here all those times because she was worried a lot. And then now that she's okay with her daughter, she doesn't need to come in here. But hopefully she'll come and say hi one day. But yeah, I have her on Instagram though. And her daughter added me too. On Instagram, I have a lot of people over there that don't come in here hardly ever anymore, but they still communicate with me on Instagram. They still like my photo, or I'll like theirs, or we'll just say hello to each other or something like that, or comment. So we're still cool. I never expect people to like be in here all the time, or if you don't come in here anymore, I'm still gonna be your friend. It's cool. You don't have to come in here every fucking day. It's cool. Yeah, sure. Anybody can follow me on Instagram. It's cool. I unfollowed Lucky back in the day, and she got mad at me. I had to unfollow her and get rid of her because she was involved with, you know, she was involved with some bad company. I had to determine whether or not I wanted to keep her around. But we're cool though. We're cool now. But I don't think Lucky has Instagram anymore. Do you, Lucky? She got mad at me. She got mad at me. Yeah, it was a part of the great fallout. Yeah, but we're cool now. Yeah, TF got messed everything up, so I had to cut off all her friends, and Lucky was one of the victims. But it's cool. We're cool now. That's all that matters. Yeah, the main thing is we're cool now. That's all that matters. And I apologize to her. Tanya, uh, how you doing? Hello. You said, will Tommy communicate soon? He blocked me after one argument. What can I expect? You're a Cancer. All right, let me check. Mikey's cool. He just talks a lot of shit. Mikey's hungry. I try to set him up with a few people in here, but nobody's biting. Lucky's the next victim. Yeah, Mikey's cool. He likes talking a lot of shit. He laughs at all my jokes. He's cool. I don't get no bad energy from him. He's all right. Mikey means no harm. He just likes talking shit. He's a cool dude. Nah, he's not bored. He just likes to talk shit. He's cool. All right, Tanya. You said, oh, tell me. Hmm. Well, Tanya, what I get here is it seems like Tommy's still mad and he's not going to make the necessary effort to like reach out to you. And the reason is probably because of the argument, and he doesn't really want to like engage in a conversation anytime soon. It looks like he wants to be by himself and he's relying on himself, and it looks like in the future he might, like, this month is just started, but he still is thinking about talking to you, but he's kind of like holding himself back from talking to you. But it does say that this month it's possible that he can reach out to you and unblock you, but he just has to, like, feel up to it. But right now, it looks like he's still not going to make that effort right away. So you said communicate soon. I don't see soon, but by the end of this month, it's possible that, you know, he can contact you again or will talk to you again. But it's going to be like on his terms, and, when he feels less angry, or he feels like, hey, look, maybe I should just talk to Tanya again and get over it. Let me just check something else for you. Yeah. I asked how he feels about you, and he thinks that your emotions are unstable, and he doesn't know how to approach you now because of the argument. And he feels like, things are broken right now, and he feels like people on the outside are telling him not to contact you, or like, don't worry about her, get over it, things like that. He has some people saying, he has one of his friends saying, hey, look, man, get over it and just talk to her again. And another friend saying, hey, to hell with her, like. So there's like outside influences here influencing the situation. But he still thinks that it's only going to be, he thinks that the communication isn't like, the non-communication is only temporary, and he thinks that maybe that, he can possibly talk to you again if he really feels like it. But it's still like some, I feel like he's being influenced by someone else. I don't think this is totally his decision, but he's being like talked to by another person. Could be his friends influencing him, but he's not very happy and he's disappointed. But he also looks at you as somebody who is like, you know the emotions are unstable. Like, he doesn't think you're really stable with your emotions. He might think that you're jealous, or you act jealous, or maybe he's jealous of you, or maybe he's jealous because you talk to somebody else and that's what caused the argument. Jealousy could have caused things, and if not, it's something about emotions and stuff like that. But there is a possibility that he can communicate with you again by this month, in this month at some time. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the cards are telling me. So if I'm right, this is what spirit's telling me, and that's what I see. So he's trying to get over that, but it's kind of like hard for him to get over that jealousy shit, or you know it's almost like he's blaming you, but he knows, like, at the same time that you ain't really done nothing wrong, but he's gonna blame you for something. Yeah. So maybe he's gonna get over it, and I guess that everything will be okay in the end. So I would say that I'm not getting a yes or a no, but I'm getting that he's thinking about communicating with you some point in time this month. Like, he's got to get to a certain point where he says, you know what, maybe I should just talk it out, like, stop being an idiot. But I feel like somebody's influencing his decisions. Something's going on there. What's the matter? You want some water? Just let me I'm gonna give my dog some water real quick. Hold on a sec. I got you, baby. Come here. Here you go. Okay. All right, baby. Yeah, you can drink some. It's okay. Yeah. Well, to me, the answer is he will communicate this month, but I can't tell you exactly when this month he's going to do it because you're asking me soon. Soon is like now or like in the next couple of days. I don't see it being soon, but I see him being like wanting to communicate at some point in time, like maybe 2 weeks from now or more. Like I can't really, I would not say soon though. Soon, no. So if he hasn't talked to you in a while, I think it's gonna last a little bit longer. So that's my answer. I can't tell you yes and I can't tell you no. It's a maybe. And the reason why it doesn't come out clear is because he thinks that maybe you are not gonna respond to him. He probably thinks that you're mad. He probably thinks that, yeah, I blocked her and she's probably like F you and goodbye. So he's kind of wondering if he were to talk to you again, if you're gonna respond. Because when you block someone, you piss them off, right? So he thinks you're emotionally unstable right now, or you're gonna tell him like, where to go and how to get there. So that's why it's kind of a conflicting answer because he's not sure what he wants to do. But it does say that it's possible he can communicate with you this month. Because I asked this month, will he communicate? And it says it's very possible. It's not a complete yes, but it's possible. So I would say give him some time. And then again, you got to ask yourself, do you want to deal with a person that's like that? That has one argument and blocks you for like stupid shit. So, and he's old enough now to know what's right from wrong, you know. So yeah, that's what I would say. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or who to choose in your life. It's your life, but when you're that age, it's like, really, bro, you're 50 years old. Come on, like, calm down. Just my advice, as if you want it. Just my advice, if you want it. When these things happen, when you get blocked by somebody, that's your answer. Like if you get blocked by a person that just has one argument and like and acts that way, that's telling you what you're about to deal with for the rest of your life if you deal with that person. So you got to ask yourself, do I really want this petty bullshit in my life? And if he comes back and says I'm sorry and apologizes and acts like a man and acts different, then you can give him another chance if you want, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's your life. But when things like that happen, it's a sign that that's a red flag. One argument and then you're blocked, and then what the hell, and if you feel like you have nothing on your conscience, that you didn't do nothing wrong, then that's more reason to say, like, the hell with you. That's just me personally, as a person. That's how I would feel. All right, thanks for the super chat. You said, will I find a new job soon? I interviewed for a position this past week. Will I get an offer? All right, let me check. Uh-huh. Right. And I'm the poop. Don't try and put yourself in her reading. You mind your own damn business with your damn job. Lucky's trying to find a job too, Tanya. You're gonna get one before her. I'm gonna check. Huh? All right, let's see. Hmm. All right. Yep. All right. I just wanted to confirm what I saw. So what I'm getting, Tanya, is this month, in the month of August, you can definitely possibly get a job, right? I see more of a yes than anything. Um, what I would say is right now, you might feel like nothing's going right for you as far as the job hunt. But there is, if you interviewed with somebody that was a man, or you interviewed for a position and the person who interviewed was a man, then I would say that the man looks at you as a good person and considers you somebody that he wants at the job. Or if you got interviewed by a woman, the woman told the man, her boss, that, hey, look, this person, Tanya, I think that she'd be good for the job. Let's put her name down, but let's interview everybody else, right? Okay, so maybe the female that interviewed you went to tell their male boss, right? So if the boss was a male, maybe you don't know that or whatever, but okay, yeah, see, the chief is a man. So that's what I'm getting here, that the boss is a man, right? But a woman, if the woman interviewed you, then the woman told the boss that, yes, write this lady's name down because we interviewed her and we like her. So they like you. They think that you're good for the job. And I think that they're willing to give you an opportunity. And this month, you're going to find out something about it. So this month, it looks like you might get this job, or you'll get an offer. If you don't get the job right away in this month, then you'll get an offer to like, they'll say, look, this is our offer to you. We can't give you the job till September 3rd or something like that. But is that okay? And you be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take the job. That's the thing. So it looks like you have an opportunity and a chance to get this because they think that you're a good person for the job. So that's what I would say. They should tell you that in the interview how much you're gonna get paid. Yeah, the pay looks like it's gonna be good too. You'll be happy with the pay. You're not gonna be thrilled and like do cartwheels down the hallway, but it looks like you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll take that. But the thing is, I got it twice already that this man, that's the chief, he's gonna have the final say, and he thinks that you are one of the candidates for the job. So I would say that you're a possible candidate for the job, to get the job, but there probably is other people that they're considering too. But I feel like your name is on the list. So I can't guarantee it, you know? I can't guarantee you're going to get the job because nothing's guaranteed. But from what I see here, it's very, very possible that that can happen, that you can get the job because they got you on the list. Like I actually saw like your name on a list. Well, if you're having a terrible time at your job, my advice to you is you know what job you have now and you don't know what job you're going to get, and it could be the same thing at the other job, you know. My mom always says that no matter where you go, there's always going to be some bullshit where you work. A person, a place you go, a thing, some bullshit will happen. Nothing's going to be perfect, right? But my also advice is to go to work and do your job, keep quiet and do what you have to do, like, you know, just make your money and fuck those people. That's how you gotta act, and that's what you gotta say in your mind. Don't tell them fuck off, you know, because you got fired. But, you know, just say it in your mind. Fuck these people, you know. Yeah, if your mom tells you that too, then our moms are right. Because my mom is definitely right, and I definitely understand why she said that to me all the time. And that's why I work for myself and by myself. But that's different, you know. I chose that life, and I'm glad I did. But when I worked with people, it was a disaster because nobody did their job properly. And I was always the one who had to clean up after everybody and do everything right because I had a conscience and I wanted to make sure my job was good. But unfortunately, not a lot of people want to do that. They just come for a paycheck and don't even give a shit. But yeah, it doesn't matter where you go, there's always going to be some idiot. So, so just consider, you know, your job right now. I know you might you say you're having a terrible time, but just go to work, try to ignore the ignorance and just get your money, get your job, work the hours you need to, do your job to the best of your ability, and that's it. Try to block out the negativity and the low vibrations around you and try and like block it all out, you know. I know it's hard and I know it's difficult these days because people are stupid and crazy and out of their damn mind, but you know, just try and do your best. That's all. Do what's best for Tanya. All right, guys. I gotta get up early in the morning tomorrow. It's already almost midnight here, so I gotta get up at 6:30 to take my sister to the airport. So I'm gonna try and go and get 6 hours of sleep at least. At least when I come back from the airport, I can go back to sleep. I guess. I'll see. I probably doubt it, but we'll see. You're welcome, Tanya. Wish you luck, and I hope everything works out for you. And just remember to do what's best for you, and try and be positive and be happy. And don't worry. Leave it all in God's hands. You'll be all right. All right, guys. I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time, but I have to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and take my sister to the airport. So, yeah. The main thing is to stay positive and say, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to get everything's going to happen for me. This is my month. You got to be positive. Don't worry. Say, I'm going to get a job. I know I killed it in that interview. I know people are going to hire me. I know God's got my back. I know I can do the job. Just say, I do this. I want that. I am going to do this. If you say those things, it's like you already have it. So once you do that, it makes life better. And you'll feel better too because you feel like you already have it. That's how you gotta act. It's a cocky mentality, but a good one. All right, good night, Fiona, Lucky, Tanya, Miss Bikini. If you're still here, good night, and whoever else is in here, good night. And I appreciate you guys being here. Enjoy your Friday night, and I'll be back tomorrow. All right, bye.